one of the things John, where I just want to tell you ahead of time, give you a little bit of heads up. We're trying to move this game down to 86 field. I mean, it's been a great rivalry. In the 22 years that I've been here, in the beginning, you know, it was not. I mean, it was an exciting time for us, but we just didn't match up. Last few years, it's been a much more competitive game.
I'm glad to be here. I really am. Obviously, it's a very, very exciting game. It's a very, very exciting time for us. Our season at this particular point, as you know, we're 2-4. That's not really where we want to be, but that's where we are, and we're picking up the pieces and moving forward. Our season has been a little bit of an up and down journey. We've had some injuries. We've had some other disappointments over the course of the year, but our players and our coaches have handled it very, very well. And at this particular point in time, we're really looking forward to the game on Saturday.
What are you doing to prepare for this game in particular? Have practices been directed at one certain way of playing against this Union team, or?
I gotta say, from our first practice yesterday, it's just been really physical. You know, everybody's amped up about it, and we've been going really hard.
But you know, we need to get ourselves going in the right direction. We need to win a football game. It's great that it's the RPI Union game. Not that we wouldn't be excited for our next game anyway, but you know, we're very excited to get out on the field and compete against RPI and see where we are, and you know, get a win. That's what we need.
How are you preparing these guys so far for this game in particular? I mean, with the season that you've had so far, with this rivalry, what is your message to them? How are you working them in practice?
Well, the kids have practiced great. I mean, we've had great continuity all year long on the practice field. You know, we always haven't transitioned from the practice field to the game, and that's part of the the inconsistency problem that we've seen. But if you watch our film and you look at our tape, we've got some very, very talented people. We've got a good football team. We're just not as productive as we need to be at this particular point. The guys know that. We're not crying over spilt milk, you know. We're going to just come out and play the game like we want to play the game, have some fun, grab a win, and you know, get on with our season. But the kids have given our program 110%. They've been great.
For this game, do you see that extra motivation from your kids when they take the field against RPI?
Well, it's always a big week. I mean, you know, every week is a big week for us, but this week is special. You know, all of the media coverage that you folks give us is great. The extra fan base that we're going to get is phenomenal. And then just the rivalry itself. I mean, the kids at practice yesterday were as excited as they would be on Saturday morning, you know, getting ready for a football game. So I think that'll pretty much take care of itself.
Regardless of personnel, what can you always expect from RPI when you take the field with them?
Well, as I said in there, I mean, I think they're extremely well coached. Their kids are always in the right spot. You know, they know where they're going, what they're doing. We know that they're going to play us real hard, better than any game that they've played this year, and hopefully we'll be the same. So the type of emotional preparation that you need to take is extra special, and you know, you need to make sure you touch all the details. But Joe does an extremely good job, and the kids respond very well to his coaching, and it's been a tight game every year we've been over here anyway, so I don't assume it to be any different.
You try and tell the kids you're going to play one game at a time, but let's not kid ourselves. This is a big one.
You've had the trophy, you did have the trophy for 3 years in a row. Got it taken away last year. How do you plan to bring it back this year?
Well, we've got to play better than we have at any point in time during the season. I mean, I have a lot of respect for Union, and but you know, I think we can be competitive. We just have not played, you know, up to our potential, I don't think, yet.
Is this one of those games that you feel like, as hard as you guys work all week in practice, you don't really need to say much to get the guys focused and rared up for this one?
No, I mean, John said it. I mean, if you can't get ready for this game, you know, something's wrong with you. And that's true of coaches and players. I mean, you know, it should be the best week of practice. I mean, you know, the preparation should be just at the top level.
Do you see this as a potential turning point in the season for either team?
Oh, I think for both teams, you know, I mean, because, I mean, both teams can still do some things. I mean, Union, you know, they win this game, they can win out, and I mean, you know, maybe the same thing with us. I mean, somebody, you know, is going to be taking a major step in the right direction, and somebody's not.
Do you think Union is better than 2-4?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they've had some things happen to them this year that, you know, you only dream about. I mean, as far as the injuries and
death in the family and all those things. I mean, I think it's just been a bizarre year for them, and I think they will regroup and probably use some of those things and come in here and play their best game.
Do you think it'll feel any different playing this game on this field for the first time rather than down at 86?
Absolutely. That was a special place to play. I mean, the fans were right on top of the field. We used to get tremendous crowds down there. It was a definite home field advantage for us. You know, I'm hoping that we have a decent crowd here, but it's not going to be the same. It's a great facility, and don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking it, but you know, I hope we get a good turnout. I hope there's some, you know, electricity here.
Coach, having Danny Ball and then Jimmy Robertson come in, and now Mike Herman, he does things a little bit differently. Has that been tough for you guys as coaches to kind of build your offense around him now rather than around a quarterback who is just a tremendous passer?
Yeah, I mean, we can't compare Michael to, you know, the two previous kids. They were special players. I mean, I think if we ask Michael to do the things he's capable of doing, you know, we can win with him. I mean, I think, you know, at times, you know, maybe we've asked too much, or maybe he's tried to do too much, and you know, he doesn't need to win the game. You know, he just needs to manage the game and try to get the ball to the right people, and hopefully we'll do a better job of that this week.